Hey everybody. I thought I would go ahead and change out my Windows desktop for Bazzite today. So this is the Windows box, and I've already got a USB key plugged into it with 32 gigs of RAM, or not 32 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of space on it. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and download Bazzite, install it to the disk drive, and then boot from it. And we'll see how much of this uh, the MacBook OBS captures of it, because I'm not sure what will happen once we start rebooting things. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Bazzite website, and I decided to go with Bazzite. I know SteamOS just came out with 3.0, and it's supposed to be good for handhelds and things, but since my desktop has a Nvidia chip in it, I figure we'll just keep going that way. We can take a quick look what the system looks like real quick. See if it thinks about it. All right. So I got 16 gigs of RAM. It's currently running Windows 10, 8600K processor, and it doesn't look like it says what the video card in it is. Let's see if that would be under display, maybe. Pushing, maybe not display. We'll find out. Oh, there it is. Okay, GeForce 3070 Ti. So that's what we got to work with. We're running on this 256 by 14400 screen, and we shall see what happens whenever we install Bazzite on it. Uh, oh, I guess going back to the SteamOS thing, SteamOS is running, I think, Linux kernel 6.11, and it's built mainly for AMD handheld devices. So I think Bazzite might have a stronger uh, Nvidia support right now. And plus, since it's going to be on the desktop, I think Bazzite's going to be a better fit for me. So I'm going to go to Bazzite website, and I'm going to click download. That's going to take me. What hardware are you using? I am using a PC desktop. Let's see if there's any better choice in there. SysROG Flow, tablets, virtual machine. I guess regular desktop will do good. We'll say a GPU vendor is Nvidia 16 Series Plus. Pick a desktop environment. I'm going to stick with KDE. What do you want Steam gaming mode? Nah, Steam gaming mode. Just need a desktop. All right, so what I'm going to do now is click on download. And we'll wait for that to download. The other thing I wanted to do was make sure I've got software to uh, format the USB key with. And for that, I was going to go for Rufus Windows USB. Let's see if that's enough. Create bootable. Create bootable USB drives the easy way. So this is what we're aiming for here. I don't know if it says what version it is. I know I've got a version installed already. This is Rufus 4.5. And this says that there's a Rufus 4.8 portable out. So this is the one I want. So I'm going to get that. Okay, full download history. Okay, so Rufus. Oh, it's still waiting. I guess it'll wait until. Oh, no, it's done now. Good. Oh, well, done is a strong word. Looks like it's still thinking about it. All right, now we can boot that up. It's going to ask me if it's okay. Maybe I just broke it. Maybe it knows what Rufus is. Maybe it knows what I'm doing, and it's like, no, no, no. Changes to your devices. Origin hard drive on this computer. What do you want to do? Show information about change when the notifications appear. I'll accept it. Let's see what happens. Right, I think it's thinking about it. You can always check. So right click on the taskbar and go to Task Manager. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Okay. And it found my 32 gigabyte drive there. And this is still downloading. We've got about 2 more minutes left on the Bazzite download before we can start copying it over. I'm not sure if there's anything I really need to say at this point. Maybe I should log into Steam, see what the number of games is under Windows, and see what the number of games will be once once I do the installation. I guess I could go look at my other laptop and see how many games there are as well. So we got, oh, it's 25 minutes. I guess I'm spinning up a lot of the disk here. Let's go to library. You can tell I haven't booted this system up in a while. All right, so this says I have that doesn't seem like the right number. Seems very short. Favorites, oh, ready to play, that's what it is. Change that real quick. Say real quick. System seems very unhappy about what I'm doing right now. 325, 345 games playable right now. I know Destiny 2 will not be playable after we're done here, but that's okay. Not that I don't like Destiny 2, it's just that it doesn't have a Linux client, and I accept that. That's Bungie's prerogative to build the clients for its game on the systems that are going to have the highest number of players, I guess. So Xbox, PlayStation 5, PC, or Windows specifically. Oh, continue downloading. Done. All right. Yeah, I feel like if Destiny had a Linux client, I might still be playing it. The fact that it's only got a Windows client for keyboard and mouse play and then it's on consoles doesn't really do it for me. So, yeah, just give up that game. We did try the Halo Master Chief Collection and that did work, so I still have access to some of Bungie's more celebrated franchises, and I've still got access to other games like Cyberpunk and Fallout and all those. So, okay, so we downloaded Bazzite for Nvidia, and we downloaded Rufus, and we've got Rufus open over here, the portable version of it. And we're going to say, please select, oh, boot selection. Let's select, I need to find my image now. Should be in downloads, I believe. And this one. All right, so we'll open that. Give it a sec to see if it found it and thing. Scanning image, persistent partition, target system BIOS or UF. It's fine. Partition scheme is MBR. I hope that's right. Stable, FAT32, 16 kilobytes. Let's go ahead and start it. The image you have selected is an ISO hybrid image. This means it can be written either in ISO image or DD image mode. Rufus recommends using ISO mode. Okay, do the recommended. This image uses Grub 2.12 non-standard, but the application only includes the installation files for Grub 2.12. A different version of Grub may not be compatible with one another. It's not possible to include them all. Rufus will attempt to locate the version of the Grub installation file that matches the one from your image. Select yes to connect to the internet to attempt to download it. Select no to use the default version from Rufus. Ooh, I wasn't expecting this one. File will be downloaded in the current application directory and be reused automatically if present if it can be found. Default version will be used. Let's just use the default. We'll see what happens. All data on device is going to be destroyed. Continue. Okay. All right. So it's going to delete that partition and it's going to write this new ISO to the USB key. And after that, maybe I'll be able to boot from it. So yeah, let's see. We'll wait until this part actually starts doing something. And then we'll maybe stop this video and come back once this part is done. I say that mainly because it's kind of warm in here and I had to put on these headphones to talk, and these headphones are quite, they burn up my ears after a while. Okay, there we go. So it's creating the system, writing master boot record. All right, I'll just let this go and I will come back and yeah, we'll proceed after this part's done. So talk to you in a little bit. Hey everybody, we're back. So the Bazzite downloaded to the USB key, and I guess now we're ready to try to reboot into it. Let me see if there's a way to reboot from here. Let's boot from USB. To boot from Windows, you need a bootable. Insert. Startup, you'll need to enter settings. Okay. So I know for me, anytime I try to boot up into setup, I never remember which key does it. But most systems either do it off the F8 key or the delete key or the F2 key. So usually what I do is I just kind of reboot and then I hit all those buttons at once, not at once, but kind of in a row until it goes to the thing that I want. Lose the thing. So right now it's doing the startup, saying everything's okay. Lots of okays. All right, starting Bazzite for Nvidia Open 42. Okay. Oh, it's like now the screen's gonna update with something. Oh, now it's made this the main screen. All right, a little bit better. All right, so English, say continue. Localization system, user settings, installation designation. So let's see. I to tell it. Looks like it has my 2 terabyte and my SSD. I guess it's not giving me an option to add it to the hard disk drive, which is okay with me. I guess I want to install it here. And storage configuration automatic. Give space by removing and shrinking partitions. And do I want, maybe I can worry about reformatting the 2 terabyte drive afterwards. Maybe I can do that once I get some other things going. All right, so I'm going to do that. Say finger shrinking partitions. Say done. Right. Reclaim disk space. You can remove existing files from system. There's also free space available in pre-existing file systems. Okay. So let's say we're deleting all of it. Delete it all. Reclaim space. Okay. User creation. Say I'll just do the same thing I do on all of them. All right, so add administrative privileges, require a password, yes. Give it my password. Right, click done. And localization's done, all that's done, network's done. I think we're good. I'm gonna click on this begin installation. Okay, here we go. Install on Bazzite. I hope y'all can see what's going on here because let's close this version. Okay, yeah, y'all can still see what's going on the screen. Good. Okay, well, I will let it do its thing. And after that, I guess I'll boot back into the UEFI and try to get it back in the order so that this 256 gig solid state disk is the top one. I didn't choose to put it on the 2 terabyte drive because I want to keep that just for video games. And I guess there's also I need to figure out what happened to that 1 terabyte hard disk drive that I think is just part of that 256 gig solid state disk. So we will just wait, I guess, while we're waiting. See if I can show you what the puppy's doing. He's laying down there wondering why I'm spending so much time on the computer after all this time. I know. He's got to be in the cone until Friday next week. It was supposed to be last Friday, but I guess the first week he had gotten through he got his cone off while I was sleeping, and I woke up and he had like torn through 1 or 2 of his stitches. So I took him over to the vet that day. They gave him some stronger antibiotics and told me to bring him back in later on to check up on him. And yeah, I took him in. They said that we'll see a couple of Fridays from now if we can actually get the thing off his head. Or not, well, I guess he's coming in and out of the cone pretty often for meals and going out on walks and stuff like that. But for the most part, whenever we're just chilling at the house, he's got to live in it. As whenever I take it off of him, he feels like that's the sign that he needs to hide so that he can get to the thing again, or to go into another room. Even though I'm like, I don't know. I tell him taking off his cone because I'm gonna monitor him, and then he's like, "Cool, well monitor me whenever I go elsewhere." So he's we're healing up. Things are going good though. He'll be a healthy, happy boy again soon enough. Looks like we still got a ways to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the headset down for now and just kind of let it run in the background so I can speed it up later. I'll talk to you all shortly. All right, I think it might be done. Let me again, because it's kind of hard to read on this screen with it. Let's see, screen. Okay. So restart system. Let's go click on restart down here. Oh, I see. All right, so it thinks that my other screen's on the right, so we'll click restart down there. Okay, it's gonna think about that. And saving, sign up, reloading, got disconnect, activating special unit, target. All right, guess we'll just wait to see if it finishes up on its own. It's hard to tell being on an SSD. It doesn't make that clicking sound whenever it's thinking anymore. It just kind of sits there. I don't see anything happening, so I'm going to go ahead and click shutdown button. It didn't do anything. Oh, wait, did something. All right. All right. Thinks it's starting. Oh, there you go. You can see it as well. Good. So it's booting up Bazzite as we speak. Windows is gone. Updating cards. Please wait. Okay. I guess this is the first time that it's booting up. Um, yeah, I know with my laptop, whenever I first booted Bazzite up, it took a couple of reboots before it kind of settled down. Like the fan would spin up full speed whenever it first started, and after a couple of reboots, it died back down. That could be because of that cooler config application that came with it. So we'll see if this has something similar once it's ready to go. Still updating cards. I would say this is exciting, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's exciting. It's just necessary to keep playing games on my system after a while. So maybe it's a little exciting. It's coming out with a new operating system is always a little bit exciting. Gotta relearn some things that you knew previously, and yeah, Bazzite in particular is a bit. Oh, there you go. Okay, go ahead and start up again. There you go. So it updated some cargs, and then it updated itself again based off the OS tree. That's the other thing about Bazzite. Bazzite is a atomic operating system. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I guess anytime that you install new software, it kind of goes back and bakes it into the operating system. They have to restart it again. So like nothing is really installed off to the side or anything like that. All right, we're booting up. Looks like we are in dual boot screen mode, which is good. Bazzite's thinking. It's a little bit exciting since we've run it before on the laptop with a 1660, and now we're stepping up to a desktop with a 3070. It'll be interesting to see how the games come out on this one versus the laptop. And also playing with the big screen makes it easier too, so I'm happy about that. It looks like it's actually extending the monitors. Let's see if I can change that. Display configuration. Oh, and y'all can't see what I'm doing over here, so let me drag this back over here. Try it over first. Alright, so I did right click and display configuration. That gave me this screen. Drag it back over here so I can see it. Replica of. Ah, that's what I want. Okay. So Elgato system should be a replica of the Asus computer. If I apply that. Alright, so now I've got the same screen on both. That's what it was. Okay, so I needed to go down to this replica, and I'll keep that. I needed to go down to this replica of on the Camlink device to get them to show the same thing. Whew, we figured it out. Hooray. This is exciting. Now we're figuring stuff out. Let's get signed back into Steam on here. So there we go. So we've installed Bazzite and we are logged into Steam on there. Get the library. Let's go see what. Oh, I guess I need to stop sharing again for a second before I can share the storage. We can take a look at what the storage. Oh, that's not the right thing to hide. Hide that one. Steam settings, storage. Okay, I'll go ahead and share my screen again now. All right, so I'm on my storage. I've got 206 gigs free, and I've got this add drive option. Let's see what happens if I click that. Game shelf. Password. Oh, this is an old NVMe. Let's see if, well, I don't want to have to do this every time. Let's just see what happens if I give it the password user. Oh, that worked. Okay. So do I want to try to keep this? Nah, I'm just gonna cancel. I think I want to reformat it. So let's close out of here, close out of storage, go back to Bazzite, get system updater, but I think what I want is partition KDE partition manager. So I'm going to go into the KDE partition manager, put in my password. All right, so let's see what all we got. Oh, let's not do that. I forget my face is up in the top corner. I go like this. What all do we have? We've got this one, which definitely needs to be reformatted. And we've got this one also probably needs reformatted. That one we've already done, so we're good there. Okay, so these two, don't know what this is. I don't have anything else plugged in. So right click on it. Do I tell it to format? Unmount, unmount. Can I unmount here? Just unmount there. Delete, okay. So I want to delete this one and delete that one. All right, now I want to say new partition, import partition, fresh. Maybe I should have known this, how to do this first. It's okay. Oh, they're back. Why are they back? Shred, backup, restore, delete, delete. To apply. Ah, I need to apply. Apply those partitions. Cool. All right. Now I've got all of it unallocated. Let's say, I guess that's fine. I don't need to encrypt it. Label big drive. And size is all of it. Missions versus everyone. That part means. Let's find out. Let's go what Firefox might have to say about this part here. All right. Mission, everyone. This is making partitions. Let's see what this says. Problem is not with partitions or under what user they were created under, but with permissions on the file system's router. My solution is to change out so that you can only do that. Drive. So get a partition. Does not know how you're going to use partition when it created the file system on the partition, and I suspect it defaulted to using permissions that allow you only user to modify file system. All right. Interesting. Let's see. All right, let's just make it for everyone. Sounds easier. Permissions, everyone. Line partition, okay. And we'll apply that. Get a new partition. Okay. And we'll do the same thing for this one, I guess, because we don't need this one out there like that either. We just doing crazy things today on our computer. Well, I didn't delete, apply. Do you really apply? Error deleting. Okay. Doesn't it want to delete that? There were errors while applying operations aborted. Okay. That seems strange. See if I can say new partition. Is that it? Let's try. Okay, I can't delete either of them, it seems. Huh. Might have to research that later. Okay, so we've got that done. So let's close this. Close that. Go back to Steam. Library. I'll share. Hide my screen again. Settings. Storage. Var home is there. Add drive. Drive. Authentication is required to mount. Okay, go ahead and say okay there. Did not add it there. Okay. Let's see if it even mounted. Oh, here I can share my screen again. All right, so let's go to the file manager. Big drive is empty. Add drive, big drive. That's right. Yeah. Okay, so that put our Steam library in there. And I guess now I can decide which game I want to install to test things with. I'm always a big fan of Hades 2. I guess what were the next games? Let's try. That's going to take forever to download. Hades 2 will install pretty. Oh, okay. Let's see. So the other thing to do, only got 100 games that are immediately available for Linux. So did I keep that other window open? All right. Got to share. Got to hide my screen one more time. All right. So what I'm going to do now that I'm in my Steam settings, I'm going to go down to compatibility. And I'm going to turn on enable Steam Play for all other titles. I believe it's going to make to restart. Yep. Okay, so we'll go ahead and restart that. Still a bit concerned about that 1 gig hard disk drive that or 1 terabyte hard disk drive that isn't allowing me to repartition it, but it's, I don't know, it's not the end of the world, I guess. Because I wasn't going to play any games from it. We also need to do system updates since we just started. So let me do that first. Maybe I'll come back and play a game later. Do system update. Output, yeah, enable winget. It's been removed because we'll not go. Okay, so we'll say yes. All right, so it's going to download all the OS tree chunks and figure out which ones need to be updated. This part can sometimes take a bit too. Seven of 60. All right. We'll just let this thing go for a bit as well. But I guess once it's done here, maybe I'll have another video of actually trying to make use of the Bazzite machine. So at this point, I've copied it to the USB key and I booted my box from it and I did the installation and then I rebooted. I needed to go into the display configuration to make my screens replicas of each other so I could show it on the screen to y'all at the same time. And yeah, now we're just going to do updates. What else did we do? We reformatted the 2 terabyte drive as BTRFS with everybody's permissions on it. I did still need to mount it by hand. So I need to figure out how I can get it to mount automatically. And I need to figure out what to do about that other hard disk still. So I've got things to do here. Um, we'll wait to see what this process looks like. At the end of this, I believe it's just going to ask me if I want to reboot. So that might be the end of this video. We'll talk about what needs to be done for the rest of it. This will be more exciting because playing it on the laptop required a lot of moving stuff around, and now this is kind of like a base system. Like at this point, I think I'll only be trying to run games on this machine because the Fedora Mini PC had a lot of, I guess, stuttering in the games, and the Nvidia Bazzite laptop that I was using has a very small screen on it. So this is going to be comfortable, uh, a much more comfortable way of playing video games. All right, it's downloaded all the things. It is staging a deployment. What I do like about this is that there are very few things in the Linux, uh, I guess, software ecosystem that you have to download outside of a repository provided by Linux. So with Windows, you're almost up to downloading whatever you want from Chrome, hoping that there weren't any viruses in it and that your system's all good. With Bazzite, the software system is kind of curated, so even whenever you do the updates or you try to install something else from what is it? This thing, Discover Software Center. Um, it's all not like a walled garden, but it is like a garden. I said yes there to update something or other. Not sure what. I just wanted to update. Okay, let's reboot. Password. All right. Go ahead and do a reboot one. See how long it takes for it to go. A refreshed software update back to running again. I do also like how Bazzite leaves it up to you to decide when to do updates. Not that you wouldn't want to do updates, but the fact that it doesn't do it at a inopportune time like the Windows update did at the beginning of this video is I don't know, there's just a lot more to like about Linux systems, even if there are things that need to be troubleshooted. There's, I don't know, I guess it's the difference between uh, a very stern curriculum that you have to follow versus kind of exploring and learning as you go. So Windows is very highly curriculum based in that you got to do what Windows says it's time to do. And Linux is very do whatever you want to do whenever it's time for you to do it. So I appreciate that changeover. And I feel like Windows used to be like that. And as time went on, it just became, I don't know, I guess Microsoft has a much bigger audience that it needs to be able to work with, like people that don't know what to do with their machines versus people that very much do. Let me, well, I'm going to call it quits there, I guess. And then I will come back through, see what else we can do with the system now. And I thank everybody for watching. I hope you all have a good one. Talk to you later on.